Good afternoon, all. This is Patricia, and I am traveling for history. I have a new book recommendation for you today, and that book is Ghost Stories, Volume 1, written by M.R. James. I listened to this on audible.com. It was narrated by Derek Jacobi and ran for 2 hours and 37 minutes. Let me read you the description, and then I'll talk about the book. Quote, Sir Derek Jacobi reads a collection of tales from the master of ghost stories, M.R. James, whose stories have for many years inspired the BBC's A Ghost Story for Christmas TV adaptations. M.R. James was described as, quote, a man who, in company with Sheridan Le Fanu, is the best ghost story writer England has ever produced, unquote. And again, it was written by M.R. James, and the narrator was Derek Jacobi. Now, if the name Derek Jacobi rings a bell, it's because I had recommended the BBC video series titled I, Claudius. And Derek Jacobi played the title character. Let me show you what the book cover looks like. And, oh, that is not good. Can you see that okay? Anyway, we can see like buildings right here and all that good stuff. So let me tell you about the book. And, oh, it's unabridged too. The audiobook is unabridged. My favorite kind of book, unabridged. Out of 176 ratings on Amazon, it has a 4.6 star rating. So, I want to say it was 3 stories in this book, and the first one was my favorite. If you're expecting to be frightened, that will not happen. This is not a scary book, but it is spooky. The first story was the spookiest of the ones I read. It was my favorite. It did not have the ending I expected, so that was kind of surprising. And I found that to be true about all the stories, that the ending was not what I expected. So that's always a pleasant surprise, usually. And I thought the stories were interesting. And again, they, especially the first one was spooky. So if you like a sort of atmospheric type of book, or in my case, listen, you will probably like this book. It ran for, how long was that? 2 hours and 37 minutes. Yep, it felt like 2 hours and 37 minutes. So do with that as you wish. A lot of the books I read do not feel like that kind of length, but this one definitely felt long. But the first story, I think, is the best, as I've said. I think that one at least is worth the listen. And I do still recommend the book because, it's a nice spooky sort of thing. And we're heading into the Halloween season as of the recording of this. And I just really enjoy books like this. I will say that if M.R. James has been described as the best ghost story writer England has ever produced, that's kind of interesting. Would I read anything else by him? Maybe. But at least I know going in that the stories are not scary. Because I love me a great haunted house story. So, anyway, I guess it's a quasi book recommendation, but that first story is worth it. So, this is Patricia, and I'm traveling for history. And thanks so much for tuning in. And until I see you again, hey, have a fabulous day. Thanks for watching now. Bye.